to an episode of Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. Why did I start in here today? Well, because it's Saturday and I'm tired. I'm sitting here with Milo, who's also tired. But I got some work to do on Project New Yorker, so if you stick around, stay tuned, maybe this will help you. I'm going to put it in a cheap stereo because this is my stereo, my MP3 player, and this tiny little rechargeable speaker. I got it sitting in this because I put it in my bags at work, so I got something to listen to while I'm working. But it's kind of cheesy driving down the road with no tunes. Got a heater, got everything else, just no tunes. So let's go out to the car and I'll show you what I'm dealing with. So this is the stereo that came stock with it. I got the dash piece already off. And this was just a cheap stereo we got from AutoZone. Car dual and FM CD receiver. The reason I got it is because it's got a USB port in the front. I can just plug my MP3 player into it and not carry CDs around. See? Anyway, I got to take it out because there's a short in it and it's being held in by this and that. Trying to show you. Take that out and try to find the wires. This just goes to an indicator that tells me doors open, oil's low, blah, 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 blah. Gonna go get a tool. So I got the deck out. Here's the serial model number. Now this thing does have power shooting to it. It shows the time, the wrong time, but the radio will not turn on. It could be burnout. It could be that it's a million years old and it just doesn't want to work. But what I like is on the back, stamped into the metal, each receptacle port is marked. Battery, ACC, whatever that says, park, RF, LF, mute, RR, LR. I'm assuming those are speakers. Right rear, left rear, blah, 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 antenna. So when I go to hook this thing up, it's not going to be that difficult. Hopefully I won't screw it up, but we'll see. I can screw up lots of stuff that goes along with electrical. It's not one of my strong suits, you know what I mean? Especially when I'm kind of tired from working. But you guys like these videos, so I thought I'd show you. So just in case, if you're replacing an old deck, look on the back before you just go snipping wires and guessing what they are, because it's kind of a pain in the ass. And if it's not stamped up there like this, oftentimes it's written somewhere on here or on the bottom, since the box has been long discarded. That may help you. It may not. I don't know. So I got to get some wire cutters. Open the box, label. Sometimes what I do is I just take a piece of tape and wrap it around the area where I cut it and label what it is. That way when I cut it off, or you just leave a little hanging out of the boot, that way you can coincide it with the old one. Whichever works for you. I'm just saying, if you plan ahead, future you would be all, hey dude, way to think of me. Future you, that was brought to my attention by a guy I work with named Mike. Secretive Mike. Mike has secrets. So I got the new deck in. Just followed the wiring diagram back and forth, like I said. Left some wires attached to the old boots so I could follow it. And I screwed up a couple times, had to go back and look. It's time consuming as hell. And then you just tape up the ones you don't need if they have that or whatever. So, I'm going to have to make a faceplate because that is never going to fit in the hole that this thing made. So, I'm going to have to make something for that to slide in, which is no problem. I have plastics. I'll make it work. We'll see. Okay, so the radio works. Even shut off the key to make sure the preset stayed. And something I failed to mention earlier, before you do any of this, disconnect your battery so you don't short out something, blow fuses. I just take a piece of paper and I simply rub over where the holes are that I want to mount, which I'm going to use the existing ones that were in there to mount it. So, and then I'll just put that on a piece of plastic, draw it out, cut it out, put it back in, cut a hole, put it in, maybe paint it, and then put the thing back on and then change the oil. That's it. Piece of cake. This is my new MP3 player. I got the stereo in. I took a piece of plastic. I'll show you that in the garage in a minute. A white one. And then to cut out the deck, I used my wood chisel. Chop that out and then cut the rest out with a bandsaw. Made a nice little mount for it. But it has this thing where I can plug this into there and listen to tunes. Now, because YouTube doesn't let me play other people's music, especially if it's copywritten, I'll play one of mine. For those of you that don't know, this is my song Cold Came. Turn it up a little bit, see how the stereo works. So YouTube can't block it since it's me playing everything. But it's nice to have tunes in the car again. Especially when you're driving around stuck in traffic, you know what I mean? You got some oil to put in the car too. There you get the point. It works, right? See it say I'm in the way. I call you crazy as you hand me all the blame. Justify all your needs just to enjoy your ends. Sacrifice it all. Then say, baby, let's be friends. Alright. And just so you guys know, there's this lady named Autumn, and she's got a radio show called Autumn's Indie Tunes. And she's been playing my songs on it, so if you want to hear more of that stuff, go ahead and go there, or go to Reverb Nation. And if you're watching this on YouTube, if you go to my forward page, there's a thing to my Facebook and to the Reverb Nation. You just click it. It's up in the top, right-hand side, somewhere. This side. Know what I mean? Then you click it and you go there, and all those songs that I got listed there are free. Take all you want. Another thing I like is I got a clock now. It's kind of cool. Okay, I got to change oil, so shut up. Alright, so the oil was changed. If you guys don't know how to change oil, then let me know. I'll make you a video, but that seems kind of boring and redundant. Gonna hang out with the dogs. Goof off with them. Kick Miles' girlfriend. And get ready for work. Hiya! Hiya! I like it. Huh, maybe. Say goodbye to everybody. We're heading out to the wild blue yonder to sit down and watch TV. So, thanks for tuning in and watching Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. Peace out, babies.